From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
My studio audience. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hey, come on. That I didn't watch The Bachelor in totality last night. First of all, that was 3 hours I could never regain in my life. 3 hours, really? Second of all, it seemed like every time I switched back and forth, because I was watching that, Love and Hip Hop New York, there was some other stuff on TV, I really wasn't watching anything. I was just being me in the house. You know what I'm saying? Adorable, by the way. Adorable. So anyway, here's the deal. There's this guy, Peter the pilot. Now, I feel like I saw all this stuff already happen. All right, so he's the Bachelor, and he's got to choose between the women. He's the guy who had sex in the windmill with Hannah 4 times. 4 times. And then Peter came in 3rd on Hannah's Bachelor season, but she came back last night to tell us she's not over him. Oh, she got all squishy, and she looked really beautiful, but she says she still has feelings for him, and then Peter realized that he's not over her. What the cheese ball is going on? Take a look.
This is so insane. What would you say if I asked you to come be part of the house?
I mean, maybe.
Do you regret sending me home at all in Crete?
Yeah, Peter, I question it all the time.
Like, I don't know what to do right now. I'm so confused. And this is the first week that this whole thing has started. And like, I'm obviously not 100% where I thought I was. I don't know what to do.
There are a few people in life that I particularly don't like to see vulnerable. Like, I don't want to see my father vulnerable. You know, I don't want to see the president vulnerable. I don't want to see my pilot vulnerable. Like, I don't want to know that you do anything but pick up the keys, start that plane, and get me to where we have to go. I can't. Like, he's a commercial pilot, and he's a young guy, he's very handsome, and he's great for this show, but not as your pilot. Anyway, he should be the Bachelor if he, or should he be the Bachelor if he's still in love with Hannah? No. Why not? Let me tell you something right now, Hannah, you better get your crying game up. Now look, I saw the mascara blushing down and the real tears and stuff, but there were some really, Norman, we talked about this during our meeting. Did you guys ever secure my crying moments?
Yeah.
Every time I turned it on last night, you know, back and forth, there's somebody crying better than her. No, this girl didn't do it well. She didn't do it well. She could only get wet eyes. This girl didn't do well either. Nope. There was one girl, like, none of these girls are doing it as well as I saw one day. That's her. That's her. Ooh, that one right there. When she comes all the way up, if you saw the rest, she had the squish. This one right here is begging the tears. She probably put her fingers in hot sauce, because you know that'll get you to crying real quick. This is what I suggest all you girls do, first of all. Okay, so Hannah is back, and Hannah's gonna be vying for this guy's love, and then they'll probably get a spin-off show, they'll have children, they'll go on. The rest of you all are just being used. But here's how you get at this man, right? First of all, what's with all the long dresses? Like, pull it up, girls. Come on now. Come on now. This little struggle hem right here, no, that's not working. Pull it all the way up, plunge your cleavage, get the really squishy eyes. Don't forget to always have jalapeno on like your pinky finger. So when you dig, yes girl, so when you dig in, you immediately, jalapeno, lemon, something like that. And you affect those tears and you screw him over. Screw him over. I don't know that every Monday is gonna be 3 hours, but if you're interested, The Bachelor airs on Monday nights at, what, 8 o'clock, Norman?
Yep.
Yeah, you text me. And
Yeah.
on ABC. So now Beyonce. Oh, excuse me. Did we just zoom in on one of the Beehive? Where is he? Well, your girl is being accused of being a diva at the Golden Globes. Well, first of all, I'm on Beyonce's side, so sit down. According to Page 6, our friends over there, hi, how you doing? Page 6. A staffer had to lead Beyonce to the bathroom with her hand in front of Beyonce to prevent people from taking pictures. And in our Hot Topics morning meeting, it said, first of all, this is not a Beyonce thing, it's probably a Jay-Z thing. I said, I don't care. It's probably a both of their thing. You know, that's his wife, mother his kids. She's an international superstar of monumental proportions, bigger to me and more valuable in terms of, you know, taking pictures and stuff, than Leonardo DiCaprio, then Robert De Niro, then Meryl Streep, then Jennifer Lopez, then Jennifer Aniston, then Tom Hanks, then Eddie Murphy. None of them are her. Beyonce. Norman, you and I were the only ones in our whole morning meeting that agreed with this. Everybody on Hot Topics was like, she is the same as them. I was like, no, the F she's not.
No way.
Clap if you think Beyonce's like everybody else in that room at the Golden Globes. See? Excuse me, Beehive? Beehive. During the commercial break, swarm. Get him out of here. Get him out of here right now. And I'm not finished, right? People are also angry because at the Golden Globes, I didn't even go online for this. I saw the headline. I was like, I'm not even looking. I can't even imagine. As much as we ask people to stand up and sit down at this show, Suzanne, stand up, sit down, get up, sit down.
Down, up, and down.
But the cameramen often do get lazy people, co-hosts, who don't want to stand up and sit down. I never take that as disrespect. I take it as,
they're tired.
Wendy, really, stand up again, sit down again. Yes, that's the rules of being a co-host. You stand up and sit down more than you ever have in your life. Your butt is going to be so high and firm when you leave here. It's really going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. But look, so people are angry that Beyonce did not stand with the rest of the Golden Globe room for Joaquin Phoenix, who won for the Joker. Okay, well, yes, Beyonce's sitting. First of all, she smiled, and I think that's enough. You know what I'm saying? She smiled and clapped. That's enough. People have been standing up and sitting down all night long, first of all. Second of all, nobody in this room is Beyonce. okay, who has a whole different platform of nuttiness surrounding her, like him. You know, surrounding her, always wanting to do things. Like, why should she have to stand up? Norman said, well, her dress was probably really big at the bottom. No, the dress was a black column at the bottom. She could have stood up.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Swathed it like this and stood up. But no, it's the shoulder pads. It's also, why am I standing up again? And furthermore, in my universe, who is Joaquin Phoenix? By the way, I think I've shared this with you before. Have I shared this with him before? I find him oddly attractive.
Yes, I think so. Uh-huh.
He played that Johnny Cash. It wasn't Reese who kept me, it was him. Okay? This right here, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this Joker. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Suzanne.
He was hot in the Johnny Cash movie. He was
Right?
hot, yes.
And he knows how to transform, like when he shaves that off, but the way he looks at you.
Yes, those piercing eyes.
Right?
Those crazy piercing eyes.
And he's got that good nose. It dips way down. Like he's happy with it. So am I. And when he shaves off his mustache, he's got a hairline fracture. He's got one of those, what do you call it? Cleft lip.
Yep.
Cleft palate.
Yep.
He's got this.
Yep.
He's got this. No, I find it to be very attractive. Anyway, but back to you Bachelor chicks. All I'm saying is you hike it up and you sex it up a little bit. And by the way, Juliana Rancic, I thought you looked spectacular on the red carpet. She got just the right amount of spray tan, you know, a good hair for her, a good dress. I don't think that she looks anorexic. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen her look this healthy in a very long time, if you know what I'm saying, and I think you do. You know what I mean? Somebody, a woman, in our Hot Topics morning meeting, though, said that good thing that you wore sleeves, because that's all people, Suzanne, they said that's all people can focus on with Juliana, is 2 toothpicks for arms.
Yup, she looks good in that outfit.
Yeah, but she looks good. Look even in the face. I mean, and this is always her eye. You know, she always has like a, you know, a really Italian, like, you know, whatever. She's always got something going. I think you look spectacular. People were skinny shaming her, but they like to do that to you, Juliana. You hang in there and tell Duke I said hi, and also Bill. And the other baby. They had another baby too. So, and it's like you can't do anything anymore without people trying to get in, read more into it, and then clap back at you. Like the Kardashians are being clapped back by fans who are accusing them of not donating to Australia wildfires. Well, Kim shut them down real quick by saying nothing gets me more heated than to see people who think they know what we donate to and we have to publicize everything. Well, first of all, Kim, you do publicize everything. At least what you want us to know. You see, this family is smarter than what you think. They don't publicize everything. Also, they donate. They donate money, they donate stuff, they donate land, they donate things, they donate. I don't think that everything that people donate has to be online, because first of all, then you all go criticize, right? First, these girls aren't even Australian, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't donate. I'm just saying the Urbans are Australian. Okay, there's a Keith and there's a Nicole, and they're both Australian, right? And I found myself judging the amount of money that they donated to Australia for these wildfires. The wildfires so far have burned down Jersey 2.5 times. They say the wildfires are the size of Jersey 2.5 times, and that's how the fire is just horrible. It's horrible. But all right, so you got 2 Australians, the Keith and the Nicole, and they donated $500,000. Okay, that would be $250 a piece? Well, that's what I said. That's it? That's it? These are your people? These are your countrymen? And that's all you do? And then I found myself acting like you all and saying, oh wait, let me pull back and stop counting their money. Let me pull back. You know, any penny is something, you know? Although, there were non-Australian people who donated $1 million, right? I think Miley Cyrus is one of them. She donated $1 million. Who else donated?
Chris Hemsworth, but he's Australian.
Pink, you're right. Pink, $1 million. Pink. She's not Australian. Hemsworth is Australian, though.
Right, exactly.
He donated $1 million.
Uh-huh.
Where do the Urbans get off with 500,000 simple dollars? I don't mean to judge. Yeah, Jillian will be out here in a moment. I like when she comes by. Always with the good hair. It's all hers. Good eyebrows, like good equilibrium in her face, right? And she's got good conversation, and she's not gonna shame you if you don't exercise. She's just gonna give you suggestions. New year, new you. That's all. Wait, no. I had the Rod Stewart right there. I want to do that, but I also want to do Lindsey Vonn. Now, we're going to make this Hot Topics work. All right. Good old Rod Stewart. He's 74 years old. He's facing battery charges. You heard about this story? He punched a security guard in the rib. Not the rib. Not the rib. Rod and his 39-year-old son, Sean, who's been in and out of jail, a lot of trouble, a lot of the drugs and the trouble. Okay, if you don't recognize this, I do. It's kind of like a home away from home. I like the Breakers in Boca. I like the Breakers Hotel. This is how you enter. It's fabulous in there. Anyway, so they were at the Breakers with a group of people. The Breakers, it was New Year's Eve, right? And when the kids there, you know, in their group, were denied entrance to a private party within the Breakers, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that can go on within the Breakers, and it does. The family caused a scene because these kids weren't allowed in. The guard asked the father and son to leave. Sean allegedly shoved the guard. Now, mind you, at the Breakers, you don't see the security, but they are there, okay? And they are hitting and holding and carrying, okay? But they don't make you feel scared in there. You just know that they're there, watching. So then, after Sean shoved the security guard, then Rod ran up and punched him in the ribcage. Look. I guess there's nothing like a father and son getting in a fight with somebody else together. You know, something Neanderthal about men. They would like something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry, son. We beat his ass. I've got all the money. I'll get the best lawyers and we'll be fine. Well, Rod apologized, but they still charged him. They appear in court in February. I'll be following this case for you. I suspect nobody is going to jail. By the way, they said that there were no drugs or drinking involved with the Stewarts. So this is simply, you know, blowing off steam at the Breakers. Okay. You know, sometimes in life we get lazy, but we definitely cheer on older people who have not given up. Now there's this woman, her name is Patty Jones, and she's 85 years old. Well, Patty, honey, she was on America's Got Talent last night. Okay. She is showing us age is nothing but a number. Oh, now you know. Now you know, everything hurts on Patty's body today. She's probably sitting in an ice bath right now. Ow, ow. Yeah, everything hurts, ow. She's got chapped outer thighs, chapped inner thighs, a pulled groin probably. Her arm might be broken. But Patty, at 85, you know, she was a dancer when she was a teenager, but she gave it up to get married. And then her husband passed away, and she decided to take up dancing again. So there she is on America's Got Talent. Like, Bachelor, you're gonna have to do better, all right? Because nobody's watching that. We're watching America's Got Talent. and I'll get with you about Lindsey Vonn tomorrow. In the meantime, they're telling me Hot Topics is over. But we got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, our fitness expert friend, Jillian Michaels is here. So grab a snack and come on back.